If this is still confusing, don't worry too much. Like I said, you don't really need to understand this too deeply until we get to Unit 5. This is good exposure, but you're safe to move forward without understanding this deeply. The one thing you do need to understand is how to read this syntax when you encounter it. It will be important to be able to read that syntax to make sense of some of the programs that we encounter. So if this is still confusing, here's one way to think about it. The line myString.isDigit is effectively the same as defining a function called isDigit that takes as input a string. Here on lines 1 through 11, we have a function that would return true if a string is all numbers and false if it's not. It does this by iterating over each character in the string, and if that character is not in Python's list of digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0, then it immediately returns false. That's because it only needs to encounter one non-digit in order to recognize that the entire string is not all digits. The only way for it to get to the end of the string without ever running that return is if every single character was in the list of Python's digits. So if it reaches the end of that loop, it knows to go ahead and return true because nothing forced it to exit otherwise. But the point of this isn't how that function works. The point of this is that method syntax can be thought just of function syntax kind of in reverse. Just like we could have a function name isDigit that takes as input a string, so also we can have a string that has a method called isDigit. We would have to write that function, but if it helps you, you can read this syntax just as a function where the variable in front of the dot is the first argument.